Today we're going to do a new art lesson, and we're going to talk about the art element of line. Right before we got out of school, we were doing the element of line. Some of the projects we did were line projects. So first I'm just going to review what is line. Think about that for a minute. What is line? So I'm going to tell you what it is. So here's my paper. Line is a mark made by a pointed tool. So what are pointed tools? There's lots of things that we can make lines with, right? And there's lots of different kinds of lines. So one of them would be a Sharpie. Can we make a line with a Sharpie? Just like, so here's, I'm gonna make these are two straight horizontal lines with a Sharpie. It's pointed. What about just a regular old pencil? We can make lines with a pencil because it's pointed. So what about maybe like a colored pencil? We can make lines with colored pencils. Make a loop-de-loop line. How about crayons? Are crayons pointed? They sure are. So we can make lines with crayons. What about oil pastels? One of my favorite things to use that you all know I love, oil pastels. You can make lines with oil pastels because they are kind of pointed. Sometimes they get flat, but they can still make good lines. And even, what about a paintbrush? A paintbrush can be a pointed tool. So you can make a line with a paintbrush. Make these. What kind of lines are these? These are diagonal lines. So all of these things can be used to make lines. And then if you don't have any of these art supplies, I bet you could maybe find a stick. Is a stick a pointed tool? It can be. We can make lines with a stick. So we'll go outside and do that. Let's go see if we can make a line with a stick. All right, I have my stick and it's pointed. So back in long time ago, like maybe even like caveman days, they didn't have pencils and paintbrushes and Sharpies and oil pastels, but I bet they had sticks. So if they wanted to write something or send a message, maybe they would do it in the dirt with a stick. It's kind of hard to see this one. I made a heart because I'm leaving a message that I love you guys. So you can even draw with the stick. Then, also a fun thing to draw with is sidewalk chalk. But if you don't have sidewalk chalk, did you know that a plain old rock, especially if you can find like a white rock, you can use it to draw lines? Let's go find out. Watch this. And that's just a piece of a rock. And here's my sidewalk chalk. I'll draw an arrow going through my heart. So after this, we're gonna get some sidewalk chalk and we're gonna play a line game. So come and join me in just a minute. Okay, I thought of a game. I made this game up of a fun line game that you could play with someone in your family. If you have brothers or sisters or even your mom or dad. So if you have sidewalk chalk, that's awesome. You could use that. Or if you don't, you could find a rock. Like I said, if you have a rock, like a white rock especially, you could probably draw with that. So this is the rules of the game. I'm coming out on my sidewalk or my deck where we park the cars. And I'm picking this square. This big square right here is going to be mine. And then my son is going to be in the competition with me and he'll have this square. So the rule is I'm going to set a timer for 30 seconds. And in 30 seconds, I'm taking my chalk. I'm going to see how many different kinds of lines I can draw. You can't just keep drawing the same line because that disqualifies you. So you have to draw how many different kinds of lines. Remember, there's all different kinds of lines like swirly, curly, zigzag, curve, straight, horizontal, vertical, diagonal. Try to think of them. And I'll draw in 30 seconds. So I see how many I could draw. And then I'll give my son 30 seconds to see if he can draw more than me. Come on, you're gonna root for me. I'm gonna win.
stop.
All right, that's what I did in 30 seconds. We're gonna see what my son Adam can do, if he can beat me. Okay, this is my son Adam, and he's gonna take the challenge to see if he can draw more lines in 30 seconds than I did. There's mine. I think I did pretty good. All right, Adam, get ready. Get set, go. I'm running the timer. Okay, he did pretty good. Let's see who did the most. I did a wavy, kind of a curve. That's supposed to be a horizontal line. I did some diagonal lines, a curvy, loop-de-loops, zigzags, curves, swirls, kind of like squares or bridges, and then dotted line. Okay, let's see what he did. How many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, he did a horizontal, a loop-de-loop, squares. Those two kind of look the same in the middle. One's zigzag and one's wavy.
Yeah, one's zigzag.
Loop-de-loop. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I did 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm the winner! Yay! Okay, one more thing I was going to tell you is that I did this in the classroom with the kindergartners and first graders, and I gave them all one of these. It's like a fuzzy stick. If you have one, you can do this. So I said, this is my pet caterpillar, Crystal the caterpillar. And then I said, see how many different lines that Crystal can make. So first of all, Crystal just made a straight, this is called a horizontal line because it goes the direction of the horizon. Horizontal, if you turn it this way, it's called vertical. Horizontal, vertical. And then if you turn it like this, it's called diagonal. So Crystal can make those 3 different lines just like that. Then Crystal can also make like a wavy line. She's a pretty talented caterpillar. She can make a wavy line. I said, Crystal, make a zigzag line. Remember, zigzags are pointy like triangles. So if I tell Crystal to do that, she has to make them pointy. She can make zigzag lines, and they can be horizontal or vertical or diagonal. Do you think Crystal can make a loop-de-loop line? Let's see. Crystal, are you talented enough to make loop-de-loops? Like little loops in her line? This might be a little bit more challenging. It's gotta have some loops in there, Crystal. Loops. And the fun thing that Crystal can do is pull her out straight again. Wrap Crystal around your finger like this. Then pull her off. And look. Look what kind of line she made. It's like a swirly spring. It's like a springy line or a swirl. So Crystal, you can play with these and make all kinds of cool lines. But for our art project today, we're gonna actually draw something with lines. So you can use a pencil, a crayon, a pen, anything you can find in your house that you can draw with. Whatever you have. So the first thing you're gonna do is make a big circle on your paper. Then this art project is called Crazy Hair Day because it's kind of windy out there and my hair is kind of crazy today. So this is like a face. That's her neck. It could be a boy or a girl. It doesn't matter. It's just Crazy Hair Day. So then you can make her, I'm going to make her have some bangs. So I'm going to make a zigzag line. And then she's going to have some eyes. So that's like a oval shape with curved lines. Well, let's make a circle in there. I don't want to make her too fancy. It doesn't really matter. And also you need to make her some eyebrows, so make some curved lines up there. Then she can have a nose, whatever kind of mouth you want to make. We'll just make it easy. But the most important thing about Crystal is her hair. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just draw some lines like the sun coming off of her head. Just like all the way to the ends of my paper. And then what you have to do for Crystal's crazy hair is in every one of these different sections, you have to make different line patterns. So I'll start working on that and we'll see what I come up with. Okay, here's my finished product. It's the Crazy Hair Day Girl. So I made all these different line patterns in every section of her hair. So if you want to go ahead and try that, it's lots of fun. Once you're done, you can just leave it in pencil if you want, or you could go back and color it all. Now it'd be a whole nother project to color all these different parts. So I hope you enjoyed that, learning about lines. We'll see you next time. Bye.